like,
Nice
hey,
face.
I love this.
Oh,
Thank
loading,
you.
character creation, finally.
Oh, hell yeah.
What happened?
I just saw my little green. Yep. There's some.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
my bar
Oh,
is
Oh,
gone.
the bar. Oh. Now I got the
I
little.
loaded the screen.
Now I got the like the little flower.
Yep.
Rotating.
Progress.
Sign.
Very exciting.
We're at the flower.
I guess it is a flower, huh?
Oh, shit. I'm loading in.
Oh my goodness. I can.
Oh shit! I see a dwarf.
All right.
Enjoy character creation, you guys.
I always do.
Just ignore all those beeps.
Like a fool, I made my notes in the actual like campaign screen instead of, physical or on a notepad or something. So I was like, I kind of forgot the stuff that I was supposed to discuss with you guys beforehand.
Speaking of which, I'm going to kind of check out what I sent you.
That actually brings up a good point. So I was actually going to ask you guys, like, not necessarily right off the bat. I know that there's always like the possibility of making sporadic changes to a decision that you had made before. But if you guys would just be so polite, I will call your name. That way it'll be simpler. Just describe your character a little bit. You don't have to specify your race or gender in case you decide to change your mind on either of those.
Yeah.
But just give a little bit of background story. And we can start off with you, Aztec. You're also more than welcome to just read the paragraph that you sent me, like any of you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, why don't I do that? Okay, so I came up with the name Bagsu. He's a rogue assassin dude, and is meant to be a deep cover agent and cleaner for the Divine Order. Activated to investigate the civilian situation in Rivellon, like where story takes place. He's valued by the Order, in particular for his intense professionalism, ability to blend into civilian life, and his record of not leaving witnesses or evidence. Dissatisfied with the direction the Order is headed in under Alexander, Bagsu takes the job on the condition that he may retire off of its reward. And the party is surprisingly friendly despite his work, but is no nonsense when it comes to do what he's hired to do. So that's what I have written down.
Marvelous, thank you. And
Well
are
done.
there any takers? Any hands raised in the classroom for who wants to go second?
I volunteer Kasumi.
Okay, let me think of something.
If you'd like, I could go ahead and take over.
Yeah, for now.
Hey, not a problem.
Go for it.
So, of course, everyone's working for the Magister nowadays. Either that or you're on the other end of a blade being a sorcerer, and nobody wants that. So we have an individual, a master of the arcane, a little bit of fire, a little bit of geomancy, all pure hunk. Tobias Muffintop, the one, the only, infamous, roguelike, doesn't like to play by the rules, but if you give him a good reason, he might just do what you ask.
Oh, the name kills me. Fucking love it. Muffin Top.
Spotify
Muffin
playback
top.
paused while transmitting
Very
audio.
charming.
Oh yeah, I can't push down.
Kasumi, would you like to try?
Sure.
Just remember you're in good company. There's nobody gonna judge you here.
Okay, so for my character, I was thinking mostly on having her as as higher health, like mercenary. She was mostly as combat medic. Yeah, on the front lines where the money was, mostly. So she doesn't really have much. Um, she doesn't really have much appreciation for the magisters, but she really needs this one payment. So yeah, she was so yeah, she is will try to do her best for the time being. She needs that a lot.
So she's hired help with experience as a
Yeah.
combat medic, and she needs.
Yeah.
You said she needs this payment, right? Like she's looking to get
Yeah.
to get paid well by the magisters.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's a bit a bit desperate. Yeah, put it.
A bit desperate for the money. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Viatos, your last. Go for it.
Vietos.
Yep, sorry about that. Magister Valentorash, a veteran of several skirmishes with the Empire, has taken up the cause of hunting down sorcerers to help stave off the growing invasion of the Voidwoken.
And I'm assuming you mean the Lizard Empire, correct?
Yes, that would be the Empire in question. Yes. He's uneasy with the bloody nature of the work, but an early encounter with a young elven healer who swore she had never brought evil upon anyone, shortly before erupting into a swarm of hungry horrors that nearly took his arm and would have had that and all the rest, if not for the swift actions of his captain at the time, convinced him that, however awful it may be, these people can't be saved from the end result of their power, except perhaps by the experimental programs he's heard about at Fort Joy. Once accounted an honorable man, he's become a pragmatic one, recommended to the Order for the current task force after several successes following his quote unquote enlightenment.
Excellent. All right. I haven't seen anybody join the actual campaign yet. Are you all still in character creation?
Yeah,
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no rush. Take your time. I was just curious. I was wondering if I was like, I don't know, messing up on my end or something.
Hmm.
All right, I have finished character creation.
Excellent. Now, I will say, be confident in your decision because I cannot guarantee that we can go back into character creation to adjust your appearance. There's not like a magical mirror on a magical ship to change your appearance at any given time. So,
Oh, I'm very good in this appearance. Look at my beard.
Hmm.
Once you're done, you should, I think, each individually be able to hit ready, and it'll just bring you into the actual like screen where I'm at.
Right. I'm currently waiting.
Okay, let me.
Music.
I hear music.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually not going to let me do it until all people are ready. So
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm waiting now.
no, you guys take as
Sorry.
much time as you need. No, you're fine, Esther.
I
know it's.
I'm kind of notorious for being fussy with the character creation.
It's alright.
Tobias. Always upset when people call him by his last name is quite the hothead.
He hates when people call him Muffin Top.
He does not approve of his family name,
he could,
but he
he
moves
could
on.
lie about it. Show pride in your extra bit of fluff on your side.
The Muffin Top name was one to be feared until that one faithful day. But we'll get to that when we get to that point.
Did you guys not hear the music before? Was it not there?
Yeah, it
It
sounded like it came on for me. Also,
yeah,
Okay.
same.
No, because I turned on music. I selected a song. I thought it would have like character creation music, but I guess not.
Anyways, I'm done.
Alrighty, so
Oh, there we
we're
go.
going in.
We're going in.
Fingers crossed.
Well, at the moment I'm seeing a black screen.
Actually, the same for
Me
me.
too.
That's all I see right now.
Same here.
Yep.
I guess we're loading.
Check out these graphics.
Wow.
Amazing.
It's been about an hour, and we're finally, hopefully, about to get in.
Well, the whole
Honest-
point of session 0 was to make the characters, get yourselves introduced to one another, and get your all your gear put together.
Yeah.
So if we don't get to the actual like campaign part of the game today, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's fine. I
assumed.
kind of expected it to.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting so much trouble with like the loading. Of course, Steam would fucking die right in the middle of us trying to get in.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
But I think now that we've done this like character creation part, my hope is that loading into the campaign next time will be a lot faster.
I hope so.
Oh, where'd the music go? Oh, it's because I was alt-tabbed. So, what's all y'all's background with tabletop?
For me, none.
Excellent. How about the rest of you?
I'd say my experience has only started happening within the past 4 years. I've only been playing for like the past 4 years. Right now, I'm
Ooh, that's
currently
spicy.
attending
Oh my gosh.
2 tabletop. They happen every other week.
Right on, right on.
I didn't start. I've been doing role playing stuff since a fairly early age. I think. Oh, game paused. All right, now they've
Wow,
been
look at that.
Game Master.
Excellent. Oh, I love your guys' characters.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. This little paragraph here is the same one that I sent you guys as the prompt for your characters. The year is
Oh, games.
1241.
I do not see a paragraph. I see. Game.
Oh, you don't?
Oh,
How about
I'm
There
in,
we go.
I'm in.
Ah,
Yeah,
ah.
sorry.
Okay.
I got snapped.
Okay. The year is 1241 AD, a year prior to the events of the storyline in the actual game. I'm assuming all of you have at least played some of it, even if it's
Yep.
not all of it.
Yep.
You've been contracted by the Divine Order to handle particularly delicate matter involving sorcerers in the northern regions of Rivellon. Many magisterial battalions have been sent to handle the issue, but to no avail as of yet. You're the elite, the best the Order is able to spare in this darkening transition of Divine Lucian's death and his son's, Alexander's, unpopular thrust towards absolute power. There are a lot of reasons why Alexander is unpopular, but if you guys have any questions about the lore, feel free to ask and I'll let you know why exactly people hate Alexander so much.
Because he's a...
Jesse's a bit.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right, so yes, this is actually a map of Rivellon. It took me a long time to find it. It was hard. Anyways, so you guys are starting off in Arcs technically, and you'll be heading to a place called Fort Hope, which you'll be using as your base of operations. It is the prior location of Fort Joy. It is Fort Joy's predecessor, or ancestor, I guess, actually. Fort Joy's ancestor. And the reason, well, we'll get into the reason later.
Sounds good.
Is it what Fort Joy used to be? Because I remember Fort Joy being rather like in ruins in the game proper.
Keep in mind that a lot of this was also coming right out of my brain. Fort Hope didn't actually exist in the lore. All right, so this is just the prep station. You all are, hold on, let me get this.
I don't own any of that equipment, guys. It is all -1, -1.
I was trying to discourage anybody from taking it. I was like, what's the best way for them to not take it?
Dark Souls mode, anyone?
All right, let me.
Yoink. I don't think anyone will see if I take that. Yoink. Yoink.
These 100-pound items, my goodness.
Alright, you've all been given 1,000 gold and 1 level. You may spend your gold as you like. I would suggest getting a full set of armor, at least 1 weapon, some skill books, and potions if you like them. You should be able to trade with them, I think.
That's actually not working out so well. I can
Is
certainly,
it not?
but I cannot click on them. They don't have.
I wonder if I
Mithram,
possess.
Mithram, did you just hit puberty?
No. Why?
Your voice. It's deep.
Very deep.
Huh.
Oh, now
I
it's
do
not
have
working.
voice mod up. I may have actually hit a voice mod by accident.
Oh, that's amazing that you didn't realize you were doing it.
It's good.
I thought you were
You guys can't actually trade with the guys? Man, that's a discrepancy I didn't take into account.
We don't need armor.
Wait, that was you? I thought that was like Diana for a second there.
You might need dialogue
me.
or something. I don't know.
No, I just thought you guys would be able to right click and hit trade. Huh.
I can right click and pickpocket, attack, or examine.
Yeah, I can't.
Well,
I can't click on the dudes.
let me just do some quick math here then, and I can tell you guys. I'm sorry, it has to be this way. I wasn't expecting this to be so difficult.
Could you give them just like a tiny bit of dialogue? Because you can trade out of the dialogue menu, and I think
Oh, that's the issue. They don't work like that. There's not like a dialogue that you can assign to character. Oh, here we go. I'm just a dummy, you guys. It's not available to me in Game Master mode, but in this mode, I'm able to click them and hit Enable Trading.
Interesting.
Nice. Interesting.
Okay, they should all be able to trade with you now.
Oh yeah, I see it.
That was a my B, you guys. I'm just as new to this this whole system as you guys are, so I apologize for any hiccups that may happen.
Probably be a good idea to like make sure you got a weapon and armor first, right?
Yes, I actually very specifically went in and changed the price of everything so that you'd be able to afford it within reason. So everything should be a very flat value so that you can have an even amount of gold for all that you need. And I will say, anything that's not glued down, you're welcome to take, but I tried very hard to make sure that nothing was valuable enough to want to take. But, you know, feel free. It's there.
Got a pumpkin.
And
It's
Slade's
only
already
100
encumbered.
pounds.
I may or may not have made all of the weapons on that table extremely heavy.
I don't need
And,
a block.
And 0 gold. So that they wouldn't be worth anything.
Okay, so somebody's already using the.
Yeah, unfortunately, you guys will have to do it one at a time.
What the fuck are these prices? Minor healing potion, 1,300.
Is it 1,300? Oh, no, that's just because he has so many. You only want one of the potions. One potion is not 1,300, I promise.
Oh,
Oh boy.
It's because
that
it's a
would make-
stack.
Yes, that would make a lot more sense.
It's a very large stack of potions, yes.
So why the skill books look so expensive, because he's got stacks of them.
Yes. Everything, I tried to make sure that you guys would have enough, you know, amongst all 4 of you. If for any reason there's something that you want and they don't have it, just let me know and I will see what I can do. Did I hit puberty? My goodness.
Yeah, that was a pretty good decoder thing.
It's just voice mod. I'm obviously not a man, right? But I want to have male NPCs.
Yeah, it makes sense. I've tried to do the opposite before in sessions before.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how viable using voice mod will be to play male NPC. If it sounds like too weird or unimmersive, I'll happily just use my plain old girl voice to voice the male NPCs.
We got poutine.
Honestly, poutine sounds great right now.
Yeah.
All right, while you guys are doing this, I'm gonna take a quick break here. I will be right back. Try not to break anything.
If you're done with the traders, get off of them. Hurry. Whoops, got you all oily. Little practice never hurt anyone. Heavy shopping. Heavy shopping indeed. Hey, I can actually afford this shit. Awesome. I may not have enough for everything I want. Those wizard clothes aren't cheap either. I have to think of what I really want. Maybe I can sell something I have here. At least I have extra storage space.
I return.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm finished when you guys are. I have 1 gold remaining.
You're looking mighty snazzy with that tall hat of yours there.
Yes, as soon as I saw it, I had to have it.
So
I knew I wouldn't regret putting it in there.
So question, can you buy the almighty bedroll?
I will not be allowing bedrolls because the way I'm going to be setting this up is you guys, like I said, you guys will have a base of operations, which we will eventually lay down like actual beds in. So whenever you guys need to take a rest, you can just go back to your base. But you guys will not be provided bedrolls.
Nope.
Because it's overpowered healing, pretty much. Like, you guys can heal anytime outside of combat, and I feel like that's a little OP.
Yeah, I remember how OP that was.
Yeah, that can be OP.
Awesome, my clothes don't match.
Nobody's will, I'm afraid. Actually, hold on, I'm a little curious. Oh, I can change the way you look.
No boy.
Marvelous. I mean, Encourage, though. Encourage is like one of the greatest, like,
Really?
one-dot passive abilities.
I should have just bought a shit ton of bombs.
Just fucking explode everything. Fire.
Gotta keep it toasty.
Toasty!
Are you admiring my very, very bare room that I created just for this shopping experience there, Beato?
I certainly am. Which is less bare than I anticipated. In fact, I've already made one useful acquisition.
Oh, let me just snoop your inventory really fast.
Yeah, my clothes don't really
Whoops.
much that much, but it's something.
Did you delete a torch?
By accident, yes.
Don't delete me, please. You were trying to click on it. You were trying to click on it.
Oh my god, I wasn't even trying to delete anything. I didn't actually delete it, I just picked it up. Like if I...
I wanted to craft the stove, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
I see the acquisition you've made, yes. I figured somebody would get it.
Well,
Developer.
GG.
Hey, how do you? Okay, how do you like increase the price of the item that you're buying because the consumables merchant for some reason hates my guts?
Hold on, I can actually just fix his reputation.
For some reason. What did you do? Did you throw all his stuff around? Is that why he's upset with you?
I have no idea.
I'm looking at a number of flower pots that have been moved. Were those perhaps his flower pots? Was he attacked?
You know, that could have actually been it. He should have neutral now with you.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, he does, okay. I'm really sorry about that. Did you hit him? Did you try to pickpocket him? Maybe he's just unimpressed. He's like, look at this fucking lizard. He's racist. He just didn't tell anybody.
A veteran from the skirmishes with the Empire as well, but a less understanding one.
Wait a second, have I bought anything?
Have you? Are you possibly trying to like make trades and not actually offering up the gold so they're offended by your offer?
That might be. I mean,
So when you're in the trading menu, there's like a balance and scales icon. Whenever you click that, it'll balance the amount of gold that is required from you to give to them for the good.
okay, let me try that. Oh,
There you go. It's been a while for you, huh?
yeah.
That's okay. Are you sure about that, Slade? You look a little heavy there.
I'm getting this 9 gold.
Okay, you get that 9 gold. I didn't think anybody would be determined enough, but you've proven me wrong.
I look everywhere for secrets and little exploits. Besides, if I don't, someone else will. Why why am I in top-down view? Help.
I think it's the O key. Click
Yeah, you're
O
right.
and it'll undo that. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm going to have a considerably easier time with the consumables merchant.
If you need me to fix the reputation again, just let me know.
No, it's fine. I just need to stop demanding his potions for free.
Yep.
Oh, my flower pot. Why would you guys do this?
I did nothing.
We're just trying to burn some pot, okay?
God damn
There. Got a nice one in there now.
I'll take that.
it.
Anything that's not glued down. Like I said, you can take it if you want to.
It's a fine collection.
I wonder how much this chest weighs.
Now is not the time for a bath, Slade.
I
Why
got
is
a
this
chest.
so heavy?
It's heavy, but
It's empty, but it is a chest. What are you talking about? Lizard females don't have chests. What are you encumbered with, Estak?
I think you have everything on there.
I need to check.
Oh, I see. He grabbed 3 things from the table. Yeah, and those things are heavy, like very heavy.
There we go. Just fix that real fast. Do you enjoy the darkness? Is that what you're doing here?
Perhaps.
You forgot a lantern.
Did I? I can't get the. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Here we go.
And here
What?
comes Kasumi.
There be the light.
Beautiful.
Oh, I am wearing a pair of gloves. That's okay.
The how high can you stack it challenge?
That's about as high as I can go, unfortunately. And I have level 2 telekinesis because I am retarded. Also, one of our lizard friends needs to level up.
Yeah, I'm sure he's working on it.
I got. Okay, so this guy sold me gloves that weighed 100.
That's because Slade sold the gloves to him.
Yeah, don't buy those gloves. They're not.
They're
good.
like negative
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, done.
I think they actually give like negative armor value.
Yes, they do.
Wow, blame Slade for trying to make a gold.
You made 9 gold out of it. Are you proud?
Hey, I had like 3 before, now I have a lot more. Like
Ooh.
17.
Ah, shit, in the pants too.
I mean,
You need some
Uh,
pants.
it's just a start. Remember, this is starter gear, so it's don't get
I'm
attached to
thinking-
anything.
I'm thinking he's saying that he bought the encumbered pants as well.
Yeah, I think I just blown my money on. Oh shit.
Should have been
I'm not
worth
sure.
it.
They were only worth 1 gold each when Slade sold them.
How
And
work?
they actually increase the money when the NPCs have the stuff.
Okay, your chess pieces, right? Let's see, what's your gold at? Ooh, not a lot. What pants were you trying to get out of him? And I'll just give them to you.
I think it was
Or I
like.
guess like pants and gloves.
Let me check. You know what? Just some leather leggings would be great. I think I'll just stick with those.
Okay. Do you want the gloves too?
Yeah. And I think that's
Okay.
it. I think that's the that was like the 2 main things.
There you go. I dressed you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And let me level up.
Am I really fighting with someone to keep the lights on?
Oh, that's just Viatos having some fun.
I turned
Yeah.
off 2 torches that you can't turn back on again.
Yeah, fuck you.
Are you trying to make a moat of slime there?
Trying, but my last pile disappeared randomly.
Because I erased it. I was worried somebody would step on it.
That's the point. How are people gonna learn if you don't scrape them every once in a while? Come on.
Oh my god.
Okay, so good news. I think I'm ready.
Alright, if everybody is ready, is that an affirmative?
Yes.
Alright, and I don't know how well this will work.
Let's find out.
We will see.
Wee!
Ooh,
To Fort
fancy.
Hope we go, right over the lake.
Wow!
Oh, today we are perfect
Wonderful lake.
swimmers.
Fly the friendly skies.
Ford the river.
Alright. Alright, you should all see the vignette that I just posted.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Okay, you fumble with the now deteriorating parchment in your bag, the missive personally handed to you by the Divine Order. There's a lot of unimportant flowery details, but in the scrawlings at the bottom you see the objectives laid out pretty plainly. Travel from Arx to the ruins of Fort Hope. Reach out to our mutual contact there. Help her, help you. Cooperate with your chosen comrades. Return successful. Charming as always. And you should be able to select any of these options.
Democracy,
Alright,
baby.
You're free to explore.
Hmm. Nervous.
I didn't know they allowed the lizards into the Divine Order.
Well,
There's lizard magisters.
things have changed.
I'm in character. Whee!
Oh right, apologies.
I found some blood here. Interesting.
I'll just let you guys interact with each other, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going first.
Does anyone know how to pick a lock?
I mean, I can spit all over it.
Might be. I don't know. I might be able to try it out.
Maybe there's a key somewhere.
Well, what luck are we talking about?
Down on the first floor, just below me, next to that big barrel, and like that little. I guess this used to be a kitchen. There's a well-worn chest that, unfortunately, its lock has survived the passage of time. Despite my best efforts, I wasn't able to get the thing open. And by best efforts, I mean I looked at it sternly for a couple of minutes, but apparently it doesn't recognize the authority of the Divine Order.
Offensive, truly.
Also, do you guys notice there's blood all over the ground?
I did found some blood in there, like fresh blood even.
I may have found the source of our whole blood problem. There's some wild animals near us just right across this wall.
Now, I will say, since Divinity doesn't really have the luxury of, I guess, like a perception system, like any other tabletop game would. If you guys ever want to check for something that seems, like strange, or you just want to look at like a bush really hard or something, just let me know and we can make a roll for it, and we can see how successful you are at that.
Well, these wolves don't seem too interested in us. They've got a deer. Maybe they're not hungry. Oh no. No. Don't turn this way. Nice doggy. Good doggy.
All right, as you guys get close, the nearest wolf seems to be getting a little defensive. It doesn't like you getting that close. It emits a low growl of threat.
See, normally I'd say, well, we could try to get around the deer. There's other paths through the fort. And,
You need you're gonna need okay, I forget. Do you need equipment to pick locks in this game?
Lockpicks, unless
Yeah.
you're undead.
Nobody can talk to animals, can they, by any chance?
Did anybody pick up Pet Pal?
I
Nope.
thought about it. But didn't.
I also thought about it, but no, I went for
I'm so sorry.
Dune armor.
If you guys want, since this is the first session, I will allow anyone to retroactively change any of their abilities to something else. I can go into your stats and do that manually. If you want to change any of your civil abilities or anything like that, this session only, I will allow you to mulligan.
Would anyone like to spontaneously introduce themselves as Speaks to Wolves?
Let me take a look.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to get up because I was hearing some strange noises outside. So, what's our status?
Yeah,
We are.
I think I can try. Hey, I'll take Pet Pal. I had sophisticated checked, but I think I can switch that out for Pet Pal.
Only if you really want it. I'm not gonna make you like you guys can do this whole scene without interacting with the wolves if that's what you want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, it's a good thing that one of the magisters on this mission can get friendly with the local beast. Any chance they'll let us through?
All right, and Bagzu, you are now fluent in animal talking.
Oh, my charms work on people. Let's see if they work on wolves.
You might work.
That's my flimsy hand wave.
She starts emitting another low growl, but this time you hear her say, "Back off, or else we'll tear you to shreds." This is our meal. We caught it fair and square.
I'm not interested in the. I'm not interested in your meal. We just want to get by.
And go around. You two-legged creatures have doors and things. Go the other way. This carcass is too heavy to carry away.
I promise we will not touch the carcass.
She bares her teeth at you. She's obviously not interested in the idea of moving out of the way.
What's she saying? I asked.
They're very tough. They're very protective of the deer they just bagged.
Well, I've been checking around the doors of this place, and they're all both very sturdy and very locked. If she doesn't look like she's interested in letting us pass, judging by the growling, any chance she could maybe tell us where to find a key?
Have you happened to see
Shiny metal thing we stick in doors?
Yeah, shiny metal thing. Stick in doors. The wooden barriers.
You mean the shiny door sticks? No,
Yeah.
I haven't. But we did see some lizards earlier over there through that door you came through. I suggest you turn back around and follow them and leave us alone.
Well, they just mentioned some more lizard folk haven't been in the area recently.
Lizard folk in the area. This place is a ruin, and as far as I know, we're the first Magister sent out here, and God knows how long.
Could be anybody. Could be like bandits. Could just be passerby.
I'd like to find out one way or the other.
Let me just make a quick intrusion here as a game master. Like I said earlier, if you guys need to check anything, let me know, and you can roll a check to see what you see.
I would love to attempt some sort of tracking roll to see if I can find signs of these lizards and where they might have gone.
So you would like to investigate the blood?
I'm currently investigating the area to see if I see any signs of anybody haven't been here.
I'm going to ask all of you to make we're just going to call it let's do a wits roll. All of you make a 1d20 wits roll.
Okay, so that's the L journal opens the. Maybe you. Oh, hey! Hey!
Hey.
All right. Unfortunately, the lizards aren't as keen as the humans. Say what you will.
Oof.
But Tobias, and I'm going to have to remember your name, Valen. Tobias and Valen, you have noticed, obviously, the blood trail. Everybody's able to see the blood trail. However, near where the blood trail ends, you should be able to see a little pile of rags. It was hiding in the grass.
Oh, look at that!
I accidentally picked it up, but
That was
it
intentional.
was right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
Do you think they went deeper into the ruins. There's a door down there.
I'm going to check
And
that out.
there is a door. It isn't accessible though.
It's
We
not
have to
accessible
find-
through the map, but I'm sorry, this is another intrusion. There's a lot of barriers and invisible walls in these maps, but the door is supposed to be the I guess the objective here.
We could. Okay. Well,
We should
You
go down
guys,
there then.
well, we all will rather. We'll learn we'll learn the quirks of getting around the immersion issues of Divinity's engine here.
so
I
let's try
climbed it.
heading.
Climb down the stairs and see what I can see through the gate down below there.
All right. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, make a wits roll for me. Ooh.
Boy. Ah.
You shake the door, and it's obviously locked.
I know. I obviously don't make anything through it.
If they're hurt, we have healers among us. We could try asking whoever's down there, assuming they're still alive, to come and let us in.
I'm just gonna barge in really abruptly, visibly impatient, and I'm just going to offer this. There's 2 barrels, both fire and poison, or oil and poison, that we could just stack up next to the door and we could blow up from a distance. That might just blow it open. We could also use this for other doors too. It's not science, it's magic.
It might, and I'm not so worried in these above ground portions. That's actually a pretty good idea for getting through some of these doors. But that specific iron grate down there, this is an old ruin. I'd be a little worried about maybe collapsing part of it.
Better to try and know than to not and be ignorant.
Well,
We
if
could
there's
try.
people down there, it might not be the kind of knowledge we hope to gain.
Valen
Yeah,
and Tobias, make an intelligence roll for me.
5,
8.
Oof.
which is good. Good for me.
Basically, you decide that is the best plan you've ever heard. Blow it wide open. Nothing bad will happen. It'll be great.
Alright, step back.
Explosions are always good ideas.
I'm moving away from that because I can already see that's not a good idea.
No one got anything done by just standing around. Alright. That's as close as I can get it for RP purposes.
That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
I roll up my sleeves. Everyone, let's get this done.
And as expected, all of you take a little bit of fire damage, perhaps. But luckily, the gate is destroyed, and fortunately, not too much rubble has seemed to fallen on the inside.
Well, there we go. There's your door.
There goes the door.
And down we go into the depths. Oh no.
Interesting. Why don't you not touch
Mark it up.
anything just yet?
All right. You guys all enter this very lovely room.
Something to say.
Ignore that narrator. I'm the narrator here.
Well, my eyes immediately. Oh,
Apologies. Okay, so as you guys saw, there's a sign in the middle of the room. Anybody that took a look at it would be able to see the very familiar flag. On the sign, you see this dusty tapestry used by the Divine Order to represent Lucian and the Seven. If anybody gets close to it, they can read, "Represent thine faith in thy Lord, Divine Lucian, if ye wish to pass through his hall." And inscripted below that, "First came Ralik, the creator of men, who tore asunder the earth to help civilization begin. Second came Tyrsendelius, creator of elves, who stored their memories in flesh rather than shelves. Third came Duna, the creator of dwarves, whose beard flew from mountaintops down to the wharves. Fourth came Zolstissa, creator of reptiles, whose warrior's flair was quite dangerous and volatile. Fifth came Vrogir, creator of orcs, who was quite toxic in his brutality and force. Sixth came Zenteza, creator of imps, who spun infinite networks of interdimensional crimps. Seventh came Amadia, mother of magic, whose love of all sorcerers is now quite tragic. And finally, together they ascended Divine Lucian. May ye walk ever in his light."
historical test. Could I possibly use my knowledge to perform a check, possibly, to see if that is accurate?
You may, absolutely.
I guess that'd be a
Give
lore master
me-
check, maybe?
I wish I had more than, just the base
Just the
rolls, but
basics.
we'll call it an intelligence roll.
Once, this sign had something to say. That was
Okay.
then, this is now.
Anybody raised with any sort of like Lucianism or with familiarity towards any sort of Lucian religion would recognize this to be very true. It is written in the scripts, maybe worded a little differently, but it's definitely a well-known fact about Divine Lucian.
Well, each of these levers clearly has some kind of elemental correspondence, as do the gods themselves, yes?
That's what I'm inferring. There appears to be the same number of levers.
Well,
I'm also seeing
Yeah.
some kind of
seven
mechanisms
gods.
here. I'm also seeing here some kind of mechanics right in the center of
Once,
this room.
this sign had something to say.
Yeah,
I would like
I
to do a
suspect
check.
that might be the.
Yeah, I would like to do a check
And-
on this thing, see
Okay.
what it could be.
Absolutely. I keep hitting V, which I'm really sorry, that keeps pausing the game.
By the way, I kind of cautiously observe one of the levers and see and kind of check out what kind of material is surrounding it.
All right. First, Cassandra. So, Cassandra, upon looking at this button, right underneath the grate, what you see down below is obviously a well of sorts. It's very recognizable, if very unattainable at the moment. You're not really sure how it got down there, and probably better not to know. However, you can probably take a strong guess that this button is what's going to be opening the door to the next hallway.
I think I have the order. If anyone would be willing to try it.
Let's see. Bagzu, you wanted to do what now?
I'm not too thrilled with the button being being above a well. Like keep that in mind if we're going to be pressing it.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that too. I vote to bias presses it when we get to that point. But until then,
Wow.
I just pressed it. Nothing
I'm-
happened. No one
I'm
blew up.
thinking of something. Shouldn't we pressing the levers in the order
Yes.
that each divine came? So yeah.
I think so. Is anyone against that plan?
Well, we're not doing anything else. Might as well try it.
To do.
All right. So, oil for Raylor, the human god of Earth. Blood for Tyrus and Delius, elves and flesh. Next, I believe, was Duna, traditionally represented by air. After that was poison, but the poison lever is locked. Interesting. Very interesting. This one lever doesn't seem able to move. Oh, someone unlocked it. Might that have been God? Who can say? But
God neither confirms nor denies this.
poison, having been unlocked, the toxic god of the orcs would lead naturally to the god of the imps and their work in interdimensional webs. And finally, Blessed. No, shoot, I missed one. The god of the lizard should have gone forth.
Yeah.
So someone should totally step on that button, which will
Once
probably
this sign
reset.
had something to say. That was then.
I
This
will
is
try
now.
to do it, see what happens.
Probably one with a bit of armor on their chest.
And as
Hey,
you
press
do,
the button.
Cassandra starts burning on the spot.
Ah! Fire! 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 Ah! Ah!
Well, I would put you out, but I think that might cause a... Okay. There you go.
Ah!
Once
Oh.
this sign had something to say. That was then. This is now.
Ah!
Fire
Yep.
was forgotten, therefore it was given.
Let's try again. Oil, blood, air, fire.
This fire is very breezy.
Poison, the webs of Xanteza, and there seems not to be a lever for Amadia. And with no other levers in evidence, let's find out what happens if I press this button.
And as the button is pressed, the door glides open with a very clunky sound of gears and other fun noises.
Great.
Oh, look
We
at that.
should-
Opening
Yeah.
up to reveal a corridor.
We're just about as clever as the presumed bandits or poachers that have made their way through before us. Look at us, Divine Order's finest.
You guys are welcome to go through the door now, or you may explore if you like.
Yeah, there also still a lot of blood here. Seems to be very recent, like it's still fresh. Maybe a few minutes ago, maybe.
Maybe. Guys, how about the skeleton?
Cassandra, make a wits roll real quick for me. You can't really tell. Blood is blood.
Blood.
This note is amazing, by the way. A decrepit note with barely legible ink. Logan, when I said I wanted a lock for the altar room's antechamber door, I didn't mean a bloody riddle. Any child raised with a Lucianism would know the damned answer. I expect a simpler and more reliable mechanism to be built post-haste. The note is signed by a Magister Warden Finlay. The loose bricks laying atop the skeleton's head maybe implies Logan never got the chance. Well, that would explain
That would
a few
help.
things. You know how architects are; they're always prone to over-design. You give them the funds, and they just go
Yeah.
crazy with it.
Pretty much.
Actually, let me go ahead and make a quick policy, since the way that Divinity's, I guess, like system works is that every like area is just like a small area that you guys can wander around, not like a really big one. So whenever you guys are continue, just go to the door, and once you all are grouped there, we'll consider that as a continue, an agreed continue vote.
Yeah.
I'll take either door. That's fine. All
Oh,
right.
you guys want to go back up to the ruins?
Why would we do that when there's more to explore here?
Well, why are you all at the staircase then?
'Cause that's where we need to go.
One.
This is actually my fault. So the spawn point, for some reason, it dropped you guys in front of that door, but that's actually the door to continue, the one where Beatos is at.
I kinda
It was
looked
supposed to
around
be
there.
at the bottom of the staircase, and my guess is that I forgot to set the spawn point, and I apologize.
I try to forgive you.
Thank you. I appreciate your mercy.
Tobias Muffin Top.
Mercy play fire.
God damn. Welcome back, Clayton.
All
You
right.
did not miss.
As
a
you
lot.
continue, before you start walking along there, I saw that. As you continue, immediately you see at the end of the hallway three lizards. they all seem to be pretty interested in one another. They don't seem to have noticed you just yet, despite the loud noises of the door.
When you say interested in one another, are they tending to their wounds? Are they fighting?
No, they're actually just having a conversation with each other. Would anybody like to make a roll to see what the conversation is about?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Could I make like a stealth roll and eavesdrop?
And while you guys do that, I'm still listening, but I will be right back to grab food.
Okay. Would Tobias be interested? Or
Yes.
all of you make a finesse roll minus Fiatos.
My roll luck is not with me.
All those years of hardened battle have made the both of your ears rather sorry, unfortunately. But however, Cassandra's keen hearing seems to catch up the very small frequencies of whatever conversation they're having. The lizard that's closest, the one that's leaning against the pillar, he doesn't actually seem to be talking to them rather than just watching. The two in the back are having a very quiet self-conversation, basically stating, Are you really sure about this? Like, I know that he paid us a lot, but I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this. And the male one will say, well, we really need this job. If we don't do this, we might not be able to, well, you know. And the other one will state, yeah, I know. Whatever they're talking about, they seem to be kind of uncomfortable about it.
Okay, so for what I hear, seems that they're talking about some job that they got. They're getting paid a lot, but they're not exactly comfortable about it. Seems to be rather important.
Well, I'm not even sure what they look like at this point anyways, so we'll have to treat them as a potential threat like everything else.
I will say that, yeah, we will need to be careful, but, you know, not go in there at once.
Alright, Lizard. If you want to go talk to your lizard friends real quick, I'll hang right here.
Just be careful. They might think of us as a potential threat too.
I hope so. I've been dying to blow some more shit up.
Got them.
Cassandra, would you be interested in trying to approach for conversation?
I will try to, yes.
I would.
Being friendly.
All right, Cassandra, you may walk forward.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Before you even get close enough to say hello or wave, the lizard closest to you, he immediately jerks his head in your direction, and his hand very unsteadily grips the hilt of his axe, and he looks at you with a very cold stare. What the? Who are you? Who? And he notices the rest of you. Who are they? Hey, and he's gonna look at the other two. Vard didn't mention any others. The other two will turn in all of your direction, and they also seem to be getting ready for a battle. But they haven't pulled out their weapons just yet.
Out of character real quick. I haven't put my weapons away yet, but we'll just say that I have, because I forgot they were out.
Okay, I forget the button actually to put them away. Is it? No, it's not tab.
I will try to calm them down to say that we are not there to cause any trouble. We are just trying to figure out what is going on here, down here.
I reckon if you don't know, then it ain't none of your business, huh?
Well, friend, possible you don't realize who you're speaking to. We're members of the Divine Order, so I'm afraid anything happening in these ruins of the good Fort Hope is very much our business.
He'll fold his arms and give you a smirk as he gives you a once-over with your purple robe and very tall hat. And he'll say, Divine Order, huh? Well, Divine Order. Last I checked, Fort Hope was abandoned for Joy a long time ago. They took all the sorcerers out of here. So, as far as I'm concerned, the whole place is fair game.
Well, the Order doesn't exactly agree. It may have been left to fall into disrepair, but it remains Divine Order property. We only came down here because we thought one of you had been hurt.
He'll look at the blood, and he honestly gives you a very brief expression of discomfort before his face turns stern again. Ain't one of ours. We're just here on a job. And if you don't know what that job is, I suggest you turn around and save your tail. Divine Order.
I'm walking up, visibly impatient.
I glance
Listen.
around the other. I'm sorry, continue.
Oh, you're good. Listen, we don't have all day, we don't have all night. I guarantee whatever petty squabble you're doing right here isn't as important as what we're doing. We're part of the Divine Order. You need to identify yourself or get out of our way.
Identify myself to the Divine Order. What a joke. Last I heard, Lucian's dead, and his pathetic little sorcerer boy is now taking the throne. What do I give a damn?
Well,
He'll walk back to his companions.
because there's 4 of us and 3 of you. I mean,
He'll give you another. He's gonna give you another look over and say, and we all have, steady armor, good weapons. What do you have? Cloths? Just sewn together hide? Metal sticks?
No, he makes a fair point, I whispered to Tobias.
He's gonna let out a low
Are you
hiss.
sure about this?
You know what I can do with a metal stick?
Cassandra said what? I'm sorry?
I just whispered to Tobias. Are you sure about this?
I fold my arms, thinking, pensive. Alright.
If you'd all had to say, if you had to take a guess, he doesn't actually
Yeah.
look like he wants to fight. He seems more concerned, actually, about your well-being than your, how much money it might be lining your pockets or what your actual business ends. He seems to think that whatever's beyond that door is gonna hurt you.
I gestured to the others to join me in a small Magister huddle.
Before I do that, I would like to see if I can detect any sort of deception.
Okay, let me see here. Roll me finesse. I'll allow it. You would say he's not lying, but he doesn't seem to be telling the entire truth either.
Alright, I'll turn around to Valen and ask him, alright, what are you thinking?
These 3, whatever it is they're doing exactly here, obviously they're scavengers at best and clearly don't have a lot of respect for the Divine Order. We're here to reclaim this place and make contact with somebody who's missing, and apparently whoever's been injured here isn't one of those 3. I'm worried she maybe ran afoul of this bunch. I suggest we tell them politely but firmly to leave and head back to wherever they came from. And if they don't, well, we may have to push through here. I'm worried about that blood trail, and they don't seem to be.
Well, we can always try diplomacy. It always works, right?
Yeah, we can try that.
I turn around and look right at the lizard. Alright. I shake my head real quick. I can see that you're all experienced just like we are. But we have to see what's on the other side of that door. And one way or another, we're going to. I'd rather not blow all of us up with everything that's lining my pockets. So I think it'd be best if we just go home and not become martyrs today. What do you say?
He folds his arms and looks at you. He seems to have taken your threat pretty seriously, but seems a little reluctant to budge. If you lot knew why we were even here, if you knew the amount of gold this fool paid us just for this job, and understood why we needed it so badly, you'd feel a little differently. Divine Order's not known for its mercy, but why don't you learn a little?
Well, that's kind of what we're offering you. You've been paid, right? Like you just said. So why don't you run along and leave Fort Hope to its rightful claimants, and this doesn't have to get unpleasant.
He's gonna fold his arms and look over at the chest that's sitting over nearby. We've only gotten a down payment of what he owes us. Job's not finished until he's done. And he hasn't walked back through that door yet.
We need to get through. Someone's clearly been hurt.
Yeah, part of the job. He looks uneasy at his own words, but he stands firm.
I cross my arms. Part of the job, huh?
You, Magister Law, are pretty familiar with it, yeah? Just tearing down people?
I would like to open up a pouch and reveal just the tip of a very familiar sight. A nail bomb grenade. I look at it, I look at the lizards, and I let them know I'm really running out of patience. And you obviously know what the Divine Order does when they're out of patience.
Better a down payment than a down payment of your life.
If you pass us and I'm sorry. If you walk by us and leave, we'll let this go.
I didn't mean to move. My bad. The female lizard is actually going to step really close to the other and lean down and say, "Look, it's not that important. We can get the gold somewhere else. I'd rather not tangle with the fucking Divine Order." And he looks over his shoulder at her and says, "You know we're not going to find this amount of gold anywhere else. Divine Order, I know we need this job."
Here's the thing. Let's say that things get bloody. We fight, you win. You've just killed 4 Magisters. You seriously think that that shadow's ever going to come off from following you over your shoulder?
If you kill us, the Divine Order is going to notice.
Oh, didn't mean to move.
Same.
And if you don't kill us, you're not going to be able to stop us from going further.
His tension eases a little. He looks honestly a little itchy, a little sweaty at the idea of having Magister blood on his hand. Goddamn the Reds. He's gonna turn to the cloaked lizard behind him and say, "Grab the chest. We're getting out of here."
Fine. Do you want to keep your little trinkets? That's fine. Just get out of here already.
Unfortunately, I can't move all 3 of them at once, so they're going to very unceremoniously run back.
He's alright.
It's all good.
Actually, I'll just move them. manually because I'm a game master and I can do that. Okay, so they're heading their way out the door. They have moved to allow you passage.
Now, did you mean to, in the interest of fairness, did you mean to leave all their trinkets behind?
Yeah, there's some
There is
potions here.
They were only interested in the gold.
Okay.
Y'all can take the potions. I got enough. There's a lever here. Hey, one of you lizards should totally pull that carefully.
There is. There's something behind the statue, too. Something they missed. It looks like a scroll of resurrection.
Oh, finders keepers, right?
I move closer to the door and put my head, against it, to see if I can hear something on the other side.
Okay, let's see. Make me a wits roll. Whatever's on the other side, it just sounds kind of empty. You can't really tell. That door is pretty thick. It's a little surprising.
Well, I can hear absolutely nothing in there.
I'll pull the
Nothing
ladder.
you say. There's a reason why they haven't opened that door yet. I wasn't really paying attention, but you might want to look at the mechanics of that switch, make sure it's not trapped with something nasty.
Yeah, I'm going to examine it first. Everybody step back in the meantime and be ready.
Okay, make a wits roll for me.
It's a 19.
Oh, that's my first
All right.
success roll.
All right, looking at the lever, you can tell that it's really rusty, a little worn. There's a lot of scuff marks on it and a little bit of blood. But other than the bloody handprints and the wear, it doesn't seem to be trapped at all. In fact, it looks perfectly fine.
How's the switch over there?
Okay, I give it a tug and kind of jump back just in case.
Nothing happened.
It didn't even open the door.
Oh, you tugged it all the way. Okay, once you tug it all the way, yes, the door opens just fine. It swings open.
Oh, there we go.
We spent some time talking to those bandits. Whoever's bleeding like this, if there's any chance for our contact, we might want to make haste.
Speaking of which, could I possibly check the blood to see how long it's been? Using
Yes.
some wisdom? Yeah. See how clotty it is?
Make me a memory roll. I won't tell you the exact age, but you can tell that it's not more than a day old.
Well, this blood can't be more than a day old. This is recent. We should probably hurry just to be safe.
Whenever you guys are ready.
And ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
So you don't really want us moving immediately, right? You kind of want to go ahead and...
Yeah, I can pause the game and prevent you guys from walking around.
Alright.
I look around, I guess. What's the immediate surroundings?
What you guys see immediately is up the stairs. There seems to be a lizard kind of bowed over and bleeding quite a lot. You can see some wounds even from the distance that you're at. And behind him you see a very, very popular statue of Divine Lucian. It was mass-produced for almost any cathedral built for him. And barely in the back, you can tell the light shuffling of another person. What would be an immediate reaction to coming into this room?
So I'd kind of notice that the lizard's not alone, so
I suggest to the group that we should spread out. Make sure there's no danger, immediate danger in the room.
Yeah.
Should we let them know who we are?
Oh.
Not yet. I suggest that we get closer silently and investigate the lizard and the other person.
This
All
lizard's
right.
bleeding quite a bit. I don't know if you want to dawdle.
I'm
Yeah,
while you guys do your thing, I'm really focused on the whoever the other figure is that I can't make out.
I'm gonna stay in this corner right here and watch our backs.
I'm willing to approach if no one else is, but I agree with Tobias. We can't delay too long.
There's a
That
lot of
is pretty bad.
blood on the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, I'm proceeding, but again, I'm kind of trying to make out who the other figure is at the same time.
Okay. Given that you've stepped a little bit closer, I will allow you to make let's say a wits roll. I'll let you make a wits roll there, Bagsu. And okay, excellent. All right. You can tell that the other person or figure on the ground is a lizard, a female lizard. You don't know what she is or who she is, but you can definitely tell that she's a female lizard, and she's very badly hurt.
All right, we got more injured.
Alright, seems that we need to get close quick.
All right, the moment that you hit the top of the stairs there, Bagzu, this lizard waiting just a little further up, he's gonna sling his head forward and look at you with a hiss and say, "Gods be damned. Those three didn't do their damn job. That's what I get for hiring mercenaries. Get out of here." He seems to be all bluster and no bite at the moment. He is fairly injured.
Relax, we're Divine Order. This is our territory.
That's precisely why you should leave. Get out.
We're here to help. You're in some trouble.
He's gonna take a look at his wounds and say, "I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble? This is just a scratch. If anything, the damned Divine Order is the one in trouble." He's gonna look over his shoulder with a frustrated growl. God's damned.
Do you need healing? Is there someone else here?
He's
Wait a minute.
he's gonna give you a very stern expression and say, "Someone else here. The only thing I needed was her, and the goddamned girl slit my ankles before I could walk away." Typical.
I turn around to see what's going on, and do I notice that statue moving?
You may make a roll for that.
My d20 is ready.
I'm trying to decide which one would be best. I'm gonna say a wits roll. Are you sure it's not like an optical illusion? It's not animated, more than likely. Probably. Do you believe in ghosts? You might be seeing things.
Maybe I should get some more sleep.
As you three at least hit the bottom of the staircase, he's gonna growl one more time and say, "Oh, this will have to wait until another time." then, I'm sorry, that took me a second. As he says that, he seems to just absolutely vanish in a cloud of smoke. But as he does so, the statue that was behind him seems to go on the offensive.
Guys, see, we have a problem.
All right, can we do like regular game mechanics during this part?
Yes, this is just regular fighting.
I fucking knew I thought something was up with that statue.
He didn't like you staring at him that way.
Well, he's gonna learn how much heat it takes to melt stone. Yes.
The statue might be a little. I hope your fire burns pretty hot. Is all I'm gonna say.
You don't know the Tobias of the Muffin Top clan. Are you laughing at my name? I'll deal with you after this.
Also, do try to keep in mind, this may be like a fight in Divinity, but you guys can also make rules outside of the fight if you need to look for something or check something. I will allow it.
Roger, roger.
Alright, let's get a little bit of payback then. Interesting. I don't think that hit at all. Oh, it hit the earth damage, not the fire damage.
It hit. The issue is that this creature is made out of solid stone.
Interesting. Well, we do have various options, don't we?
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
That was
All right.
actually not intentional.
It was a pleasure,
no.
boys.
I wasn't sure, Mithrin, but this is a level 6 statue. It has
Yeah.
more armor than all of us have health put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I should have removed attack of opportunity. I was planning to just play as him. Like I said, I apologize for any hiccups that may happen.
Just knocked Tobias into outer space there.
Big think, Clayton. Big think indeed.
That moment when you find out it's not an adventure game, it's a horror game.
Yeah.
I saw the face of a god, and it was blank.
God.
Let me just make a quick retroactive decision here.
Oh, wow. Maybe the stone isn't so solid after all.
Okay, I decided to do did a check on the statue and tried to try to figure out why a statue of the Lucian suddenly decided to attack us. You know?
Okie dokie.
It's quite a
Wilson?
bit to do during combat.
Okay. It is a low roll. However, even for that low roll, you will understand at the very least that it's not that unpopular for these mass-produced statues to be magically enhanced to protect the cathedral. So somehow, you don't really understand why. Somehow this one in particular was it was messed with to think that even though the four of you are with the magisterium, to think that the four of you are its enemy instead of its friend.
Okay, this statue, despite being used to protect the cathedral, seems to have been messed with. I don't know why or how, but now it just thinks that we are the enemy for some reason.
Does this thing? Do these things come with any kind of failsafe?
Would you like to make a roll?
Yeah, sure.
Some way we could prove our identity.
Maybe find the violence switch and turn it off.
Yeah.
I'll call this a memory roll.
God.
Okay.
I might as well be looking for a violence switch.
Okay, you do know that there is some sort of mechanic to make these protective Lucian statues to stop, but you don't really remember how.
There's various ways to make something stop. Overwhelming violence, for example.
Maybe killing it is just the best option. Just hit it enough. Eventually it'll stop.
Oh man, I remember some way of restoring that to factory settings, but I totally forget how to do it.
Factory settings. That's a cute idea in the Divinity universe.
I think I have an idea. If this statue is made entirely out of stone, why don't we try to push it over, and break it that way?
Glance uncertainly at the hulking construct and say, "Be my guest, Cassandra."
Yeah, I try to move closer and see if I can try to push the statue over and see what happens.
I request a strength roll. You give it the hardest absolute push you can, but there's no way just one person can push that statue over.
This shit is too heavy.
Let's give him a hand, guys.
Would you like to try and help Cassandra push the statue?
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, might as well.
I love this. This is not what I was expecting. Everybody make a strength roll.
I got an 8. I am not helping.
No, I'm not looking for a pass or fail here. Let's see. Oh man. Ooh. Okay. I was looking for a total of 30, which the three or the four of you got a total of 29. So I'll give you this. You push the statue and he goes out of balance for a solid several seconds before swinging his stone staff around and knocking the four of you back.
Yeah. Okay. I come up with another idea. I stab I try to stab it in the face just to get its attention, and I run up the stairs.
Okay, so you would like to aggro it.
Yeah, I'm trying to aggro it, trying to get it to chase me.
Well, on his turn, he will be more than attracted to you, Bagsu.
Okay, great.
Nice of me to move after I got cough cough after I saw the face of God. Yes.
I like how like you just get like oceans of blood whenever you get attacked in this game.
Yeah.
Well, I'm essentially useless. I'm not going out without throwing this fucking grenade.
Alright, Bagsu, he's very attracted to you.
Lulu.
Wow. And insta-kill. We'll pretend that didn't happen, and I'll resurrect you with with some missing health.
It's
That's a lot of
actually it's pretty
damage.
hard.
I misjudged how powerful they'd be just being like 1 or 2 levels higher.
Mm-hmm.
I will take this
yeah,
into
they-
consideration going forward with more enemies.
I've
Yeah,
noticed
that-
Divinity seems to be a little bit more exponential than linear.
I guess I was thinking a little too D&D about it, you know?
Yeah, like in D&D, CR4 at level 2 is perfectly fine. In Divinity, it's like
Nuh-uh.
you might be able to win level 3 at level 2.
And Divinity is like Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's one level up, and that means a lot, it would seem.
In Divinity, yeah, this game is a bit too ruthless, you know?
So,
Yeah. That is honestly my apologies. I didn't expect them to be
It's
so
okay.
much more.
Can we kind of make it my turn next, or
Yes. I'm also just going to quickly do this. Let me just yeah. There we go. He's now only 1 level higher than all 4 of you.
Good. We might have a chance now.
well,
If you guys wanted to fight him, yes.
I'm in the interest of all of my assorted magical abilities being on cooldown at the moment. I'm going to head over to the top of the stairs, and this injured lizard, who I strongly suspect might be our contact, and try to force feed her the healing potion I have.
She, as you approach her with the potion, she waves it away and points to the base of the statue behind the altar. She doesn't say anything, she just points.
Oh, I have some AP left. I will head over there.
Okay. Make a roll for me.
The dice are not with me tonight. That's a 3.
They don't seem to be with anybody. Divinity really is ruthless. You look around, but you just seem to see a statue. It doesn't look particularly grand, and she's going to look at you, and despite being as injured as she is, she's going to give you a very flat, disappointed expression and point even harder at the ground below your feet.
I guess I will. I'm trapped in this animation. I guess I will spend the rest of my turn looking. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay.
okay? Is talking a free action in this game?
Talking is a free action, yeah.
Okay. I turn to Cassandra and let her know that I like the idea, but we need to get to high ground. And I kind of nod towards the direction of the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for Valen, as she points even harder, very disappointed in your inability to use your eyeballs, you finally notice a button that seems to have been concealed before. A button that you may or may not recognize to be a on and off switch for these protector Lucians.
Oh, well, that helps. too.
I'm gonna jam that.
You're gonna push it real hard. And as you do, the statue will cease its attack and return to the top of the stairs.
Oh,
Okay.
Good.
Well,
That takes care of
Once
that
this
problem.
happens, in the
Hey,
meantime,
guys.
I'm going closer to Tobias and doing some healing here because he needs it. While screaming, you need healing!
And I'm gonna head back over to Amaranthine.
I was trying to push it off the ledge, but that works too.
You don't know her name. She hasn't introduced herself.
Wait,
That's metagaming.
And I'm gonna say he left this one behind, and I don't think she was with the outfit.
She's gonna turn her head towards you very very languidly. She looks so tired.
Sandra, any chance you could heal her?
Yeah, I move closer to her to check on her wounds and the severity of them.
Okay. Let me do this. Make an intelligence roll for me. Okay. You can tell she's pretty badly hurt, but pretty much all the wounds that she's suffering from they're just shallow cuts. You'd say more of what she's suffering from right now is blood loss than anything else. More than likely, a warm meal and a helping hand will make her feel a lot better.
Okay, her wounds don't seem to be. Okay, she seems to be pretty badly wounded, but mostly the problem seems to be for the blood loss. So yeah, we need to give her a bit of a meal, something to make her feel a bit better. But
And she's still bleeding, by the way.
Yeah, and she's still bleeding. So anybody here have some bandages? Yeah, I need that.
Bandages. What is she bleeding?
Yeah, she's still bleeding. Yeah, and badly.
I'm gonna look inside of my satchel at my scrolls, see if I have anything.
Oh, I got an idea. I still have some ropes on me, so I decided to break one of them, and use as bandages. Okay.
Okay, so you want to use your old clothes as bandaging?
Yep.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'm going
Can
to
I
remove
interrupt real quick?
What you need?
As he's pulling out the clothes and getting ready to assemble them as bandages, would I be able to notice his intention?
Sure. Yeah. I'll let you make a roll for that.
Yeah. No. I guess since it wasn't said out loud. Oh, look at that.
You can tell that Cassandra here is very intent on wanting to help this poor lizard on the ground. She very much wants to help her get better.
I'd hold my hand up, palm out, directly in front of them and say, hey, stop. Like, use my geomancy to stop this bleeding without a problem. I'd like to cast Fortify on this lizard on the ground.
I'll allow it so long as Cassandra does.
Yes, that, now that I think of it, that could actually work. So, yeah, sure.
I don't really think
give
we
it a
should
try.
be bandaging a lizard with dirty clothing. We're not all animals here.
All right, and as she becomes fortified, you instantly see her standing up, and she still seems to be a little wobbly, but she looks at you and thanks without saying a word.
Yeah, you'll live.
She's gonna rub at her arms and look at where the bleeding lizard once was, that was on the top of the staircase.
Yeah, he disappeared in like a puff of smoke.
Yeah, that wasn't much a thing.
He said you slit his ankles?
Would have done more if it was possible. Damn him. Damn that Vard.
What happened here?
She's going to look at the statue and then look at where Vard was and say, as soon as I remember my button.
He was only here for me. You lot must be the ones from the Divine Order, yes?
Yep, that would be us. Top brass
Yep.
sent us down here.
Yeah, we're with the Divine Order. Well, most of us are.
She's gonna look to Cassandra and Bagzu in particular and say,
House business, I'm sure you're familiar with it, at least a little. Let's just say he and I aren't on the best of terms.
Yeah, we are trying our best here. We are not exactly sure what happened. We just know that we.
I'm just
need to
realizing that was a
someone
1d100,
here,
so I didn't
but-
roll a
but-
d20. I didn't get a nat 20
That was
last roll.
me. I came here before the four of you did. I was supposed to be your supplier and make sure that you had all the materials you needed to handle the issue up here in the northern parts of Riverrun, but I got ambushed by those three lizards. I don't know where they went, but there was three of them. They ambushed me outside and dragged me down here, and to my surprise, Vard was waiting.
Well, I don't
I
think you
went
have
to
to worry
Burns
about those
there.
3 lizards anymore.
We may have let them go.
Rather that than kill them. They were only doing what they were asked.
I would have preferred killing them.
she's
That's what I
she's gonna give Tobias a little bit of a stare.
Either way, I appreciate all the help. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more of myself, but let's return to the ruin, shall we? I'd very much like to get out of this damned cathedral.
Yeah, there's too much blood for my taste here.
And if you guys are interested, you may look around. Otherwise, the statue is very placid now. He's just chilling, doing his job as a protector. He seems to recognize that you guys are not enemies anymore. And the rest of the room is bloody, wet, but otherwise okay. And
Chris.
she's going to head towards the door.
I kind of look around and see if there's any valuables left.
I
don't
examine the
have
statue
anything.
out of curiosity and interest.
The Lucian statue?
Yes. I'm not asking for a roll. I'm just
Okay.
pondering it, observing it, seeing how it works.
He's animated and made completely of stone. If you're familiar with this line of produce Lucian statues. They're quite literally meant to be a protector of Lucian cathedrals made in the shape of Lucian himself. They're not nearly as, I guess, dangerous as some models, but they're definitely not the safest ones either. They are actually quite prone to becoming faulty, as they are easily tampered with.
Well,
And,
it's just a stone statue with a simple animation on it. I can respect any statue that can handle a good nail bomb, though.
It did take it like a pro. As for valuables, Bagsu, I was able to find a couple of Jala's skulls, and you know how the merchants of Riverlands are. They go wild for a good Jala skull. You know, these other skulls with the jaws on basically useless, but you get a jawless one. That's worth a little gold in your pocket.
From what the four of you can tell, this place was raided a long, long time ago. Fort Hope has been abandoned for a couple decades now.
Lucian would forgive those that steal against him. He will forgive us as well.
I don't think it's stealing. We're just repurposing Lucian's bounty to serve the Divine Order.
Acquiring, friend. Acquiring with purpose.
Right. Acquiring with purpose. I like that. Excellent.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm assuming the four of you would like to return to the surface.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So business is done here.
I have nothing to add but a little roleplay. Out of character.
Sorry,
real
I didn't
quick.
start off at the door.
Oh, you're good. Go right ahead. I thought that loading screen was going to be a lot longer.
Nah, you guys are welcome to move around.
Well, after leaving the cave, I stretch a bit, observing how all of my wounds are once again magically healed. It's not indifferent, as I'm a mage, but it's strange. The fact that someone would practice a magic that would help others. Preposterous.
The lizard.
Potions for that.
Sorry. The lizard's gonna look at Cassandra really fast, and she's gonna say,
Not attack. She's gonna say, you wouldn't happen to be able to spare any of that magic for me, would you?
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, kinda forgot a bit for a second. Let me do this really quick. Yeah, there we go.
And,
she's gonna give you a nod of appreciation.
Yeah, as for magic that doesn't help people, Tobias, if you wouldn't mind lending me assistance, we weren't able to find any keys to this place on the bandits. Not that I really had much hope in the first place, I'll be honest with you. And there's a door back here I think might be better blown open.
She's gonna. The lizard's actually gonna hold up a hand before you start blowing things up, and she's just gonna say,
Just a moment, I have the key personally.
Well, that saves me the
Makes you
trouble
happy.
of wiggling my fingers.
This will let us get around without bothering the wolves until they finish their meal.
Which they probably should have by now.
Well, it was a big deer. Oh, look.
Those look
Supply
like
caches.
I noticed the lizard casting something.
That's because,
I'm a fool and I have my voices keyed to numbers. I'll have to fix that after this.
Do we have any archers among us?
Hmm?
Anyone particularly proficient with archery?
The most archer you're gonna get
I-
out of me is an arrow in my pocket.
I don't have a
I
bow. I am proficient on archery. Yes.
I'm able to teleport behind people.
When you fall down, I'll be in the main area.
I look back, silently acknowledging. So let's see. We have another. We have all this magic. And one rogue. Listen, if you want
Yeah.
anything opened, it's getting blown up. No ifs, ands, or buts. I got some telekinesis. Don't ask how it happens. It just does.
That's one way, I guess.
I think about it and it moves.
Well, the chest had a number of trick arrows that have been infused or enchanted with various properties. And Cassandra, you might be able to make good use out of those.
Yeah.
There's also a
This
bow.
definitely won't be very useful for me.
The store is damaged. And now it's open.
We'll just say we'll just say that the yellow lizard opened that one too for you guys.
Who could have damaged that door? Who would have done such a thing?
Definitely not God, I promise.
Oh, it was you. Okay, I thought it was me. I may have attacked one of these doors at one point.
Heretic. There's
I mean,
only
hey,
one
that's-
god, and that's Lucian.
There... You're right there. In this context, I am Lucian.
Yeah, it
This
actually
does look
makes
an-
sense.
I am Lucian.
Okay,
Pretty
this
hot.
does look like I got advantage point.
Well, what do you
It does
see,
seem like an
lizard?
excellent.
Doesn't seem to be anything important around besides of what we saw so far. But I'm a bit interested behind me on this broken tower. Usually they can hold some stuff, but I don't know here. Seems too broken.
Is it accessible?
I don't seem to see any point that we can enter, so I don't know.
Are you trying to get into the tower?
Oh, push to talk. What the hell? Okay. I'd like to make a perception roll from the vantage point I'm at right now.
To see?
Yeah, with my elf lizard eyes.
I think you're just looking random.
Elf
Okay.
lizard eye.
I'll-
I know what you're asking.
To see, yes, to see. What else did I do with them?
Sometimes they get leaky on a bad day.
I had you roll a D100 by accident. I'll allow that. We'll call that an 11.
I see
Just
good.
it's slightly over half. So what you see, definitely you see the way you came. You can see the mountain ranges in the east and the lake that's also to your east. Looking over the ruins, you can tell that the wolves are still there. They seem to be minding their own business, but they're just pretty busy with the carcass over there. The landscape itself doesn't really hold any mysteries. It's all what you saw on your way in. If you look to your west, you see mountain ranges there that would make it almost impossible to actually get around easily. Pretty much you'd have to go like trekking or hiking just to make it over the mountains that are to your west and up to your north. So, yeah, you're in a nice little cozy, snuggly spot in the middle of nowhere in the north part of Rivellon.
I'm gonna ask Amaranth if there's any chance this well-worn chest that still seems to be locked might have belonged to her rather than the bandits.
The chest? Yes, it's where I was keeping my supplies in.
Fantastic. That's just good to know you have these back. As I
Name's a
understand,
rhyme thing, by the way. But you can call me
it's
Thea.
good to yes, it's good to meet you. I wasn't going to ask honestly, but I guess now that we've done it, I'm.
I know that her name is just like shown because she's a named NPC, but technically you guys didn't know her name, so humor me in her introduction.
I've just been. Yeah, no, I've just been talking to her without using her name at all because Alan doesn't actually care. I'm Valen Torash. These other magisters are from Arcs. I'm sure you'll get to know them in time. But for the moment, we were told to make contact with you and get ourselves supplied to help with the reclamation of Fort Hope. Bandits or raiders or whatever there were aside, you seem to know that man who attacked you.
Bob, yes. I'm not sure how familiar you are with lizard politics, but he's a member of my house. Or, I suppose, I was once a member of his. I left the Lizard Kingdom a long time ago. And it still haunts me as all. I'm sure he'll be back, and I would greatly appreciate your help, should he do so. Please don't drop barrels on my head, friend.
We'll
If
do
I
our
wanted
best.
to drop a barrel on your head, I would have done so.
Well, we're all sort of getting used to this whole working as a team thing, you know.
You're definitely an interesting collection. I wasn't expecting any lizards, honestly. I'm a little happy, I guess, to see other lizards.
We are
Other than
absolutely,
my own house.
Yeah.
we are absolutely rolling in lizards. I have to admit they're a familiar sight for me as well, though in less friendly context, admittedly.
Perhaps we can share wolf stories at some time. Anyways, the Magisters didn't just send you here to reclaim Fort Hope. Though, I suppose that was part of the job. We weren't expecting any bandits to be here, but they were indeed here. And I apologize in advance for all the trouble that you four had to go through just to come and find me, but I'm greatly appreciative, so as a thanks, I'll offer the four of you a discount and say that your gear, once it's arrived at least, your gear, I'll make it a little cheaper, regardless of what the Magisters actually want.
Well, much appreciated. I know there's certain limits due to the war effort, but
She's gonna give you a conspiratorial wink.
yeah, anything that can take a little off the top is sounds good to me. But all this exploring.
Are you?
Actually, while I'm thinking about it, because you guys were so successful in your adventures here, other than my failure to properly recognize leveling, which I apologize for, this was a lesson for me too.
It's a bit difficult when it comes to experience and DMing in this, unless all the enemies are set up perfectly.
It's crazy how much stronger like 2 levels made it.
Oh yeah.
Just straight up one-shotting us. Well, thank you very much. But
this is just a reward for doing such a great job of getting through the 3 lizards and avoiding the wolves and fighting / deactivating the Lucian statue.
and it is much appreciated, God. But all this fighting and exploring and talking to wolves and arguing with bandits has really worn Valen out. So I think he's going to kind of take a nap in this quarter here, and I do have to duck out, folks.
Yeah, no, I was actually giving you guys that because I was going to say we're pretty much right at 10 here, and that's gonna have to be our cutoff because Viatos does have other promises to other people at 10 o'clock, or I guess that's 7 o'clock for SLT. So this is the end of a session. Congratulations, you guys did so good, and I
Well
did
done.
not so good, and I promise I will try to do so much better.
I think I'm certainly kind of learning about how this all works, like in a role play context. But session zero, kind of getting the feel for like how this. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And next time, you guys can talk to Thena about what your next objective is.
We certainly will. I had a great time. It was nice to meet everyone. Looking forward to it, and I must fuck up. Goodbye.
No, you take care.
All
Have
right.
fun.
Yeah, take care.
Before I leave, you guys can go ahead and designate your points if you'd like. And then once you guys are done, just let me know. I'll save the game and we can leave. We can all hop out.
Oh, I already left.
That's fine. That's fine.
Give me 60 seconds to put some points down and I'll be Gucci. Hopefully I got my alignment across.
Oh, your alignment, like your, I guess like your character's morals.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you did a magnificent job displaying that he was a bit of a hothead.
Oh, thank you.
You all did great, honestly. Even you, Kasumi, for like being a first-time player, you did great.
I'll have to agree with that completely, actually.
Yeah.
You thought outside the box more than anybody, which kind of surprised me.
I didn't even realize that this was your first time, and I didn't even get a hint of that, so well done.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like I said, I was kind of like finding out like how the mechanics of this is going to work. So I think I'm going to be more prepared next time.
Well, this was a great lesson for me too. I obviously need to work on enemy scaling and and not think of this as much D&D and more more Divinity.
Yeah, because this game, as you saw, will kill you and it will show you.
But yeah, if you guys are done, I'm going to save it one more time and then we can all hop out.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see you later.
I'll reallocate my points another time. You can go ahead and call it.
All right. I mean, you can always do it whenever we hop back in next week.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I hope, well, at least the two of you, since the other two have left, I hope the two of you had fun.
It was
fun playing God for a minute.
It was an interesting experience, and we got a lot to learn. But that's the fun of it. That's basically the whole point. You gain more experience and you level up.
Cha-ching.
Yep.
I only died once.
Anyways. Completely my fault. I will take total blame for that. In my head, I was thinking, like, if they're all level 2, like, I was, like, taking an average, I guess. Sort of. I was like, level 6 that seems kind of fair, in retrospect to the idea of 4 level 2s. 1 level 6 versus 4 level 2s. I did not realize how much of a difference that would make. Even whenever I decreased them to level 4, it's still one-shot S-Stack. And I was like, dear fucking God, even a level 4 creature, like, overpowered this.
Well, the thing is that statue is meant to be a sub boss anyways, so it's difficult enough where it's at, I believe, with its stats. But adding another 2 levels is overkill.
What I can do next time is like if I want something, I guess. Well, I don't really need to explain this. It's just my thought, I guess. I can make them a higher level, but decrease like their health and the damage that they do. That way, that they're not immediately killing anybody. You know, like
Yeah.
that was a little intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the enemy scaling on Divinity can be a bit extreme sometimes.
Yeah, it can. But I think we all did great, and that was a fantastic first session. We really got a lot of plot points down. And with any session, when it first starts out, it's a little rocky. So after you build rapport with everyone, and then you get down like how the DM likes to run things and everyone else likes to jump in, it's only going to improve.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only way from here is up. Unless I toss another grenade and cause myself to bleed again, but
Yeah.
I'm going just full on zealot. Maybe. Holy
Alright, in the
Lucian,
meantime-
bless this ravaged body.
I'm gonna take a little break for I am hungry and wish for the food.
Yeah.
Same. I'm outie. You hit me up in DMs.
Okay. Thank you for coming, by the way, Kasumi and Ellie. I see that you're here, Ellie. You just can't talk. I appreciate the attendance. It was not required, but it is appreciated.
I did the server on mute if you wish to comment. Tentatives. Yeah. And I'm going to kill the
She
stream
may
too.
not even be-
So, yeah, might be AFK. Or just something on the side. This is a pretty cozy stream.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm gonna hop out of here.